Hello, Florida. Today kicks off the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month, which is a way to celebrate Latino culture and to recognize our heritage, that no matter where you come from, our culture and heritage is engraved in America. Yet our community is reminded that we are different, whether it's the accent on our last name or the accent in our voice, whether it's the color of our skin. There are many in this country that believe we don't belong. And as Ricky said, President's assault on Latino dignity started on day one of his campaign, when he called us drug dealers and rapists. And he has spent the last 4 years doubling down on demonizing Latinos. At the border, he has ripped kids from the arms of their parents and has locked them in cages. I want mothers everywhere to hear that. Imagine your child being separated from you and put in a cage 3 feet away from you where you cannot hold or console him. He has tried to deport dreamers, even the ones who serve in uniform to protect the United States of America. Our soldiers are being deported. He abandoned Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria, left the island in complete devastation. He even thought maybe we could swap Puerto Rico for Greenland, because in his words, Puerto Rico was dirty and the people were poor. He's completely failed to respond to COVID-19, a virus that has disproportionately affected the Latino community's health and economic security. Latinos are only 18% of the population, but we make up over 34% of essential frontline workers. 34%. That's your nurses, those are your healthcare workers, your drivers, your delivery people, your farm workers who are putting food on your table. Farm workers have always been essential. We didn't need a pandemic to tell us that. Trump's strategy is to cast out Latinos as being less than fully American. Well, let me tell you how American we are. This year, for the first time in history, Hispanics will be the largest minority group of potential voters in the United States. Latino voters will decide the 2020 election. That's a simple fact. In Florida, where we are today, Hispanics are even a bigger part of the population, 25% compared to 18% nationally. And I want to be clear, increasing Hispanic participation in elections doesn't help Democrats or Republicans. It helps America. The media narratives try to reduce Hispanics to single-issue voters. Immigration, immigration, immigration. But guess what? Our community cares about a whole lot more. Biden offers a very strong platform and record on the economy, on healthcare, on education. Under the Obama-Biden administration, Latino unemployment rates declined more than 7% the previous administration. Joe Biden believes to his core that there's no greater economic engine in the world than the hard work and ingenuity of the American people. Nobody has more respect for the working men and women who get up every day to build and sustain this country. And Joe Biden knows that many of those hardworking people are Latinos. Trump administration endorses economic policies that reward wealth over work and corporations over working families. We are battling for the soul of the nation. Biden has a plan to create millions of good-paying jobs and give America's working families economic mobility for themselves and for their children. We are battling for the soul of this nation. Mexico isn't sending drug dealers and rapists. They just sent firefighters to help us fight the California wildfires. They're trying to save American lives. Puerto Ricans are American. Puerto Rico isn't a foreign country. They're American citizens. We should be lifting them up. It's more than just coming around every 4 years, knocking on our door and saying, hey, your vote matters. It's about showing us Latinos our lives matter. Our livelihoods matter. So I don't know about you, but after all the attacks and the insults, I don't just want Donald Trump out of office, but I want the Latino community to be the decisive group that votes him out of office. I want to show our pride and our strength and our power as a community. That's why I'm asking you to do everything you can to elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. He's a family man, a man of faith. Throughout his career, he has stood with the Latino community and has shown that he values us for the diverse and countless ways we make this country great already. We need Joe Biden in the White House, and he needs our help to get there. There's no question that Latino voters can determine the outcome of this election, and that starts right here in Florida. So we have the numbers. It's up to us to make sure those numbers add up to his victory this November.